Hey everybody, it's Jennifer with Get Your Credit Perfect Now, and in this video, I want to share with you exactly how to obtain a perfect 800 credit score. Now, a lot of people think it is ridiculously impossible in order to get an 800 and above credit score, but actually it's not as hard as you may think. You do have to do it systematically, and in this video, I'm going to share exactly how to go about doing so. So stay tuned. Hey, it's Jennifer again, and in this video, what I want to share with you is exactly how to obtain a perfect credit score of 800 and above. And like I mentioned before, it is not impossible to get an 800 credit score. Actually, I think about 40 million people in the country actually have an 800 plus credit score. However, as you know, that is a very small percentage of the total US population. What I want you to understand is that if you have a 750 credit score, at least a 750, then you are in the top echelon when it comes to credit. And you can pretty much get whatever type of approvals that you're looking for and exceptional interest rates, great terms, and the like. However, I do know that some of you are perfectionists, some of you are ambitious, and that you really want to get the bragging rights and the certain perks that come along with having a perfect 800 to 850 credit score. So that's what I'm going to share with you in this video right now. Okay, so what I want to do right now is share with you the 5 critical things that you need to do in order to obtain an 800 credit score. If you follow these guidelines by the T or to the T, you can also obtain a perfect 800 credit score. So I'll just go ahead and list them off. The 5 things that you can do are pay your bills 100% on time. Number 2, keep your utilization low, ideally between 5 to 20% maximum. Have a variety of different account types. Have a history on your credit, and limit the amount of times you apply for credit. So I'm going to discuss each one just to break it down and help you understand exactly how these all come into play. The first one is, of course, pay your bills 100% on time. Yeah, you know, and that sometimes seems like so obvious, but a lot of times people don't realize how big of an impact just one late payment can be to your total score. One late payment can actually take your credit score down up to 100 points just by itself. So it's really, really, really important to make your payments on time. If for some reason you are having a challenge and you can't make your full payment, contact your creditor as soon as possible. See if they can make some type of arrangement for you, if they can skip a payment or whatever the case may be, but never, ever, ever ignore your payment just feeling like, you know, hey, you can't afford it that month or whatever. You will live to regret it. Definitely take my advice on that. The second thing that you need to do in order to obtain a perfect 800 credit score is to keep your credit utilization low. Ideally, you want to be between 5 to 20% max. And this is something that a lot of people struggle with because, you know, when you get credit cards, you may get an approval for, you know, a $5,000 card, a $10,000 card, maybe even a $20,000 or $30,000 card. And the inkling is that, you know, when you get, you know, a high limit card, most people will use the card and they'll try to use, you know, they'll buy things here and there. They may even pay it off by the due date, but they're using, you know, high amounts of credit on the card. What people who have 800 credit scores do is they may have a $20,000 card, a $5,000 card, a $10,000 card, but they don't use high amounts of credit on that available account. So where you know, may have a $20,000 card and you charge up $8,000 or $10,000, but then you pay it in full at the end of the month, you still are not going to get an 800 credit score that way because they're going to track the usage of how you use your card. People who have 800 credit scores use very, very, very low percentages of their available credit. So if you're somebody that wants to use your credit to, pay your groceries, pay your monthly bills, do all that kind of stuff, maybe build up some points towards travel or, cash back or whatever, then you would definitely want to obtain multiple accounts so that you can spread that utilization out over multiple cards. Because when you go any higher than 20%, you are not gonna get yourself into that 800 club. So make sure that you're using keeping your utilization across the board, regardless of whether you pay your bills in full at the end of the month. Keep them under 20% if at all possible. The next thing that you need to do is to have a variety of account types. And what I mean by that is that the credit bureaus look at your account mix when they calculate your credit score. So if you have a car loan, if you have a mortgage, if you have a variety of credit cards, a personal loan, all of those things factor in and they can help to increase your credit score. If you are just somebody that has all credit cards but no installment loans, which would be like a car payment or a personal loan or a business loan or something like that, then your score is not going to be as strong as someone who has a mix of all of those types of accounts. So it's very important to have a mix of different accounts, have a couple of loans that you're paying back, a car loan, a student loan, some type of loan that you're doing, something like that, where you are demonstrating perfect payment history. If you are in the market, definitely obtaining a mortgage is going to help to strengthen your credit. It's also going to help you to qualify for lower insurance rates, lower, across the board. Homeowners pay less on a lot of different services because they're viewed as more stable. So that's something else to keep in mind. Your credit is also going to benefit from that. And then of course, take credit card accounts. You want to have a variety of credit cards. So people who have an 800 credit score ideally have about 9 accounts on average. So you want to have a mix of all these different type of accounts. And if you click the link, if you look below this video, I'm going to have a link to a worksheet that you can download that's going to show you exactly some different types of accounts that you can use to build up your profile and diversify the types of accounts that you have and position yourself for that perfect 800 credit score that you're looking for. The next thing that you're going to want to do is have history on your credit. And typically you're going to want to have between 15 to 20 years worth of history in order to obtain an 800 credit score. Now, if you are younger, maybe you are, under 30 or something like that, a lot of times people are concerned like, oh, it's impossible for me to get, a high 700 or even an 800 credit score because I'm young and I don't have that type of history. However, nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, a lot of people, when they have children, they will add their children to their credit card account so that by the time they're 18, 19, 20, when they're in college, they actually are walking into college with perfect credit because they have already built up a solid credit history based on being added to their parents' authorized user accounts. Now, if you weren't one of those people like myself who, was able to benefit off of your family adding you to their credit cards and having perfect payment history, you can also add authorized user trade line accounts to your credit profile that will allow you to get the same type of benefit. Now that's something that we actually offer as a service to our clients. If you are somebody like myself, you may not have been born with a silver spoon or maybe have family members that are willing or able to add you to a credit card account so that you can benefit from a perfect payment history. If that is not you, you can still get the benefit of that process by purchasing it. We have relationships with hundreds of individuals that have offered to allow individuals to piggyback on their good credit by being added on as an authorized user to their credit card account. And in doing so, that's going to help to boost your credit score anywhere between an average of 25 to 100 plus points. And it's very, very fast. Most times it takes place within less than 30 days, usually about 3 weeks or so. So definitely also check below this video for more information about trade lines and how they can help you to boost your score. The last thing that you can do to help to get to an 800 credit score is to limit the amount of times that you apply for credit. Now, this is a big one. I know a lot of people don't really apply for credit very often. However, people with 800 credit scores usually only apply for credit one time per year. That is the whole entire year, they're not applying for credit. Now, if you're somebody that was applying for an SBA loan or anything like that, that would have been your one inquiry for the whole year in order to maintain your 800 credit score. So again, the 800 Club is a very, very it's a very tight club. Not a lot of people qualify into that category. I personally do not have an 800 credit score. However, that's because it's not really a focus of mine. However, having a 750 plus credit score gets the same benefits in terms of interest rates and availability to credit. So I'm still pleased about that. Again, I hope this video was helpful. If you found it helpful, definitely make sure to comment below. Make sure to subscribe to the page if you are not already a subscriber to our channel for more information about credit tips, info that can help you to obtain perfect credit and to put yourself in the best position financially moving forward. Until next time, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.